people in America.
Typical black victims that are going to say I'm a clone and Uncle Tom. But guess what? They're sitting there big. I bet you this. I bet you they still want reparations, but they think they're the real Jews, right? I bet you they still want reparations, but they still think they're the real Jews. Make it make sense, all right? These people are stupid.
Nation. Look at the Christian nationalists throwing up gang signs, and you got him, you supporting him, you gave him the mic so he can throw up.
Apparently to this guy, I should kill myself because I love my country. Imagine that shit. I should kill myself because I love my country and I want my country to be better. This is what single mother households raise, I'm gonna be honest. Go ahead, start marching. These people are notorious for marching terribly. I don't hate black people. You think that you're the real Jews. Imagine that. Imagine thinking that you're Jewish when you're black. You're black.
I'm sitting here downtown Detroit, and we got the black Hebrew Israelites, the dumbest people in King's Day protest here in Detroit. I was arrested and assaulted by multiple people. I went there to counter-protest and, of course, preach an anti-immigration message. I also stand as a veteran against these anti-American protesters who hate America and hate everything America stands for. I went there alone by myself, and I was met with tons of Antifa members wearing shirts and hats, proudly saying that they were Antifa to me, calling me a Nazi, calling me a house nigger, calling me a coon, and saying I'm a race traitor that should be shot. And this is from white liberals, by the way. Of course, there's comments on all these videos lying and saying that I was attacking and beating on people. Nigga, if that was true, I wouldn't be getting out on a fucking Sunday. The organizers of the event were encouraging people from the crowd to go and attack me and push me. People were trying to hit me with their bikes, push me on the ground, trip me, all the type of things they could do to stop me from speaking and humiliate me. I didn't go into the formation and disrupt anything. I didn't sit back and try to stop or pull down the flags or anything. When I tried to go around and stand on the benches as they were protesting, I was forcibly removed and thrown to the ground by the cadre that was there. They spent a lot of time calling me a house nigger and a coon each chance that they would get. Now, there's videos of me being attacked and me not throwing any punches, being pushed by these people. I was arrested for disorderly conduct. Instead of the cops getting those who attacked me, they decided to remove me from the area. I was arrested, placed in jail, and released Sunday afternoon. Left is violent, and they did everything they could to try to dehumanize me, calling me a Nazi and saying that I'm a race traitor. Of course, there's black people cheering that I got arrested. What kind of fucking Looney Tune shit are we on right now? It seems that black people only support the police when it's against people that they disagree with. None of this is going to stop me from making content. In fact, I'm going to double down and go to protests and preach and express and use my First Amendment right, as I should and as I did on Saturday. I encourage more people to peacefully protest against these people, counter their message, and speak up.
Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, Shem YAHAWASHI, Shem Rakwakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone. Shalom to my Akim Wagwathim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this foul captivity, as well as a speckled bird that may look like the other nations but are actually Asherallah. This is Brother Kawakub coming at you with another lesson. And today's lesson, we're going to be going into this dude that what happened with, which by the way, watch this video. This is a good video as well. But I just wanted to go into this because there's a lot of things. Hold on, let me just get these things. Bear with me one moment, because there's several things I want to get into this. It was like, damn, it's like taking forever. Anyway, the thing with this is, so what happened here was, first, this was the timeline that he put. Okay, he said hours before he got arrested, all right, he went to go bullying, quote unquote, and bother. Well, yeah, I guess it is bullying the so-called he went to go bully and bother IUIC. All right, basically he went and did that. Next, he freaking posting conservatives and stuff like that, trying to appeal. He's clearly trying to appeal to one side. And then one thing I noticed while he was speaking after his arrest and after everything was done was how he was saying that why all these black people cheering that I got arrested when I got arrested, when he's like what do you expect? It's locking my throat. What do you expect people to say? You expect people to say, oh no, don't arrest him, oh no, this and the third, when you are actively trying to go against what people stand for. Like, that's the thing that doesn't make any sense to me. How are you going to act like such a fucking demon and then act like a giant bitch afterwards when you clearly see that those people don't fuck with you? Like, how are you going to complain and say that why aren't these people caring about me? Why don't these people saying anything when the cops are arresting me? Aren't those the exact same people that you went over there to protest in favor of? Those were the exact same people that went that went against you. They didn't go against all the people that was beating you up and, you know, pushing you down or whatever the fuck. Because I heard that you were beaten up. I heard that he was beaten up, not you. I'm not speaking directly to him. I highly doubt he's going to see this video. But the thing is that, you know, he's literally getting beat the fuck up by a bunch of people. It looks like primarily white people, primarily. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of. Oh yeah, there's some. Well, no, Slocky. I don't know, whatever. Clearly, this doesn't tell the whole story. It could be a lot of different diverse people, but the main thing is just how there were people that were beating him up and stuff like that, and then he got arrested for it, which that is, again, that's, to me, that's just absolute hilarity, and that's clearly judgment from the Lord, because you went over here disrespecting the prophets, number one, and then number two, you IUIC by the way, and I'll say IUIC instead, I meant to say. And then on top of that, you went to go look for trouble with these other people. Like, you knew what you were doing, you knew what was going on, and then you went and sought out conflict. So then it's like, what did you genuinely, what did you expect? Did you expect to find allies? You expected to find people that were going to stand up for you, to help you, or whatever? All right, like, this is the insanity to me, that you're speaking as if, why didn't anyone help you? Why didn't anyone stop you from getting arrested? Like, the people that you were backing, the people you were supporting, they're supposed to be the ones that that are supposed to be protecting you. The police are supposed to be the ones that are protecting you, because you're fighting, you're standing for them. You're standing for these people. All right, clearly you don't believe that, all this whole racism stuff is real. You don't believe in all that other crap. But then now, when you face racism, when you face unfair treatment, then that's when, okay, where's the racism? Where's the call for racism? Why aren't you guys helping me and stuff like that? Like, that's literal childish behavior. That's literal childish thought. All right, so let me get this. Isaiah chapter 5 verse 23, which justify the wicked for reward and take away the righteousness of the righteous from him. All right, so this dude is over here justifying the wicked, and then when the wicked backstab him by doing what the wicked does, all right, or yeah, doing what the wicked is expected to do, and I just forgot the precept I was about to get, but oh yeah, I remember now. By doing what they are expected to do, then now you're surprised, Pikachu faced, and like, what? How? I didn't see this coming. I couldn't have expected this. Like, what did you expect? You don't have any allies. You are allying. You're trying to ally yourself with Esau, but Esau doesn't want you, and then you are actively being against Jake, and then you're surprised when Jake doesn't want to back you. All right. You think that they're just supposed to blindly protect any black person just because you're black? That's not how things work. Of course, people are only going to defend and protect people that think like them. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of things. Okay, Edomites, for damn sure, they don't protect each other simply because they simply because they well, actually most of the times they do, but even Edomites, you know, they are they don't follow that type of practice 99.9% of the time. All right. So, oh yeah, here, let me read this. Ezekiel 35 verse 5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. And by the way, I forgot, I brought this out so many times I forgot to get the context of this, but basically the context to this is that they are Edomites. In verse 2, it's specifically Mount Seir, and Mount Seir is the land of the Edomites. All right, so just letting you know, because I had brought this out multiple times before and I forgot to explain that. But Yahawadah, if you are a returning supporter, you will already know this and whatnot. But anyway, continuing on, yeah, this was basically the thing that happened, and this is judgment. This was judgment from the Lord. Now, also, I want to see, because I heard this a lot, so let's see what Antifa is. A political protest movement comprising autonomous groups affiliated by their militant oppression to fascism and other forms of extreme right-wing ideology. The fuck? Oh, so basically anyone that is heavily against heavily against what's that thing called? Conservatism. All right, that's basically it. So yeah, and over here, one thing I want to kind of point out was Proverbs 20 verse 22. Sin not thou, I will recompense evil, but wait on the Lord, and he shall save thee. Now this was a thing that I thought was very funny. All right, in which that this Jake had gone and harassed, and that's all. In all honesty, that's really what he did. He harassed these the IUIC members. All right, went over there with a blowhorn just to yell and whatnot and bother them and to stop their thing, because let this be anyone else, then he probably, if it was the other way around, if it was so-called if it was Jake going to bother a bunch of Edomites, then he would be like, oh, how dare you guys do this? How do this? Blah blah blah, whatever. All right, stuff like that, and that there's that hypocrisy in it. All right, there's this attention seeking. That's the word. Attention seeking, or always trying to do something to like get people's attention rather than just minding your own business. All right, so. This is where you got. All right, this is the thing that you got, where in that same day the Lord judged this dude. The Lord judged this dude by making it so that he got beat the fuck up. I'm assuming not that badly, but he got arrested as well. All right, and then apparently he got released. I don't know what day it took place, but yeah, he basically got arrested and then released, I think, in a few days, I guess. But yeah, so yeah, that's basically the thing, where you are over here causing trouble, all right, expecting help from the same people you were going against, and not I'm not talking about IUIC, but more specifically the so-called black people in these crowds. He was expecting help from them, which I think he did kind of get a little bit of help, because it looked like this Edomite dude was very much ready to just like stomp him or something. Like you could see how he was acting all like crazy and stuff like that. And I don't know exactly what happened, but it also looks like there's been some sort of like, I don't know, fights and stuff like that, like some raising tensions. But that guy looked like he's definitely trying to like hurt him. All right, so like this is the stuff that he's doing. Like, look at what you are protesting against. Look at what you're protesting for, counter protesting for, and then look at the people whom you are protecting. The same people you're protecting, they're backstabbing you. All right, like that's the beautiful irony of it. All right, it honestly it really doesn't get any better than that when you have these Jake that are so strongly in trying to go against Jake to try to say, oh yeah, I'm one of you guys, can you please make me an honorary white or whatever, when like clearly they just flat out rejected him. They clearly flat out just like denied him and stuff like that. They're treating him like trash, and that's the exact same people he was just quote unquote defending. All right, quote unquote defending, quote unquote. All right, where he's over here talking badly to the Israelites. All right, and then the exact same people, not exact same people, but virtually the exact same people, all right, that he's defending are over here ready to freaking beat the shit out of him. All right, so I thought this was a very funny thing to kind of point out. Not much else to say. Actually, one thing I did want to say was how this is judgment from the Lord. The Lord, he looks after his own, and this was definitely judgment for something so, I don't know, for tensions to rise so easily, and for the Lord to allow him to have gotten not only arrested by the police, but also beat up by the protesters. Okay, apparently or allegedly. All right. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, BaHashem, YAHAWASHI, BaHashem, Rukwak, Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, Abad, Ball, and Shalom.